The first time I wanted to kill myself, I was 24 years old. I was sitting on a ratty old sofa in a ratty apartment, rocking back and forth like this, thinking that I was just poison. You know, it was the first year anniversary of the love of my life, right? And she just walked out the door. But more importantly, I'd given up everything, and I felt like I was nothing. I didn't know what love was. I was deeply in debt. I'd moved her all over God's creation, from Texas to Southern Illinois to Chicago. Wherever she wanted to go, that's where we went. She told me that if I just kept her in cigarettes and 7-Up, she'd be good. So I did. You know, you'd be surprised though how much debt you can get into. Working 3 jobs to keep a poet in cigarettes and 7-Up. Anyway, so there I am on the sofa. And God, doesn't it feel like hell to feel like you're a cancer on the world? And I gotta tell you, by the way, your life does flash right in front of your eyes. I remembered stuff then that I don't remember now. Anyway, rocking back and forth, not exactly figuring out yet how I'm gonna do it, just knowing that this is the last night of my life. And all of a sudden, the phone rings. I'm a sucker for a phone, just like today I'm a sucker for a text. And I decide to answer it. And lo and behold, it's my oldest friend in the world. I've known her since I was 14. And she says, well, what are you doing? Well, the funny thing is she never calls. This was back in '74. And you know, back then, long distance cost a lot of money. And she was cheap, to be honest. And she normally would never have called. She lived in New York. And I said, well, I'm sitting here expecting to kill myself and trying to figure out how. And there was this long pause on the other line. And she said, one thing that I'll never forget. She said, oh God, how stupid. And I gotta tell you, like that, just snapped me right out of it, because I thought, you know, I'm a lot of things. I'm evidently not lovable, in a shitload of debt, feeling like I'm a cancer upon the earth, but I have never once thought I was stupid, until now. So, all of a sudden, I just snapped out of it. I found myself talking to her a little bit about what was going on. She knew she could, you know, had talked enough to me to get me through this. What I've taken away from that in the years since, because I've helped other people who were in similar situations, is this. You can't get better if you don't allow yourself to get better. So, if you're in a situation like this right now, let me suggest that you do 3 things for the next 24 hours. First thing is, decide that you're not going to say the words can't and don't. Like, you can't say, I can't do this anymore. You can't say, I don't have any money. I mean, I didn't have any money. I ended up declaring bankruptcy, you know, later. The second thing I think you need to do is visualize something better. Visualize, in fact, something perfect. Even if you don't achieve it, you can visualize it and you'll be that much closer to it. Visualize your perfect lover, your perfect job, the perfect size of your bank account, whatever it takes. Because in combination with saying can and will, it'll come true a lot faster. And lastly, come to my website, bellyflopping.com. We have tons of resources to help you realize that, first of all, you're not alone. And secondly, that are actual resources for specific help in this area. There are also going to be some listing of websites and places you can text at the end of this videotape. If you end up getting, you may end up getting saved, so to speak, like I was. Maybe it's a call from a friend. Maybe it's this very videotape. The key thing, though, is that you just wait 24 hours. Realize that You are not perfect, but you're better than what you may think you are. Far, far better. Like all of us, you're a belly flopper. And fundamentally, belly floppers are fabulous. So take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.